So as Shib has been in this long 5-month consolidation phase where it seems like the chart has just basically gone down and to the right, many people are starting to shift their focus to things that don't matter. All right. Once again, people are saying that, yeah, the reason why Shib isn't moving up is because the supply is too big. There's 589 trillion tokens. That's preventing us from making these moves to the upside. And it's not. It's never prevented us from making moves to the upside. And people need to really, truly understand this. We're not at a high enough price point to where having that big of a supply dictates the direction of the charts, right? And this is something that Shytoshi actually talked about. I don't talk about Shytoshi much anymore, but he actually had a pretty decent response to this. So this was from Davis. He said, "You failed us. Shiba needs big burn." And what Shytoshi said was, "It's easy to light a candle. It takes much longer to light a fire that will burn in the night and keep the village warm. Even longer to create nuclear fusion. I see you're thinking like a tea light." I actually had to Google what a tea light was. I didn't know what a tea light was. A little baby candle, right? So here's the thing. This supply removal can happen over time, right? We've seen points where shibarium has been very beneficial, where they were moving hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Shiba Inu from the supply daily. Unfortunately, it was of developer money because they were the ones doing the millions of transactions per day. And we've gotten to this point where shibarium isn't really doing much. The burns aren't nearly at the level they were. The whole burn process in general has kind of changed. And yes, it's going to take a while before we get to these burns. But the good news, guys, is that we're not at a point where really these burns matter in general. All right. Now, why I'm saying that is I keep referencing this supply on exchanges. I think this is probably the single most important thing that people can pay attention to. We have continued to remove supply from exchanges. And guys, shit that's not on exchanges, it's not really getting sold, is it? If there is not much available on exchanges for people to buy and sell, then the price can move that much easier to the upside. Think about this, right? 589 trillion tokens. Let's say there was only 20 trillion tokens available on exchanges. It's going to move pretty fast. There's not a lot of upside liquidity for people to buy. And that's not removing downside liquidity. That's not moving price support or anything like that, right? There's still the downside liquidity. There's still the capital below holding the price up. So you move to the downside very slow. You move to the upside a lot faster. This is something that we've seen take place before. All right. We actually saw that before while we were going on our way up here. And I want people, again, this at this time was about 230 trillion in exchanges as far as Shiba Inu goes. And we saw how fast Shib moved to the upside here. But people really need to understand what's taking place right here as we've gone through this consolidation phase, as we've been dropping. I know I've talked about this before, but I really want this to hit home, guys. Price is still kind of consolidating. We're still kind of dropping. Overall markets hasn't been great. Today is another day where we've kind of shed a little bit. But what also has shed a little bit is the available supply. Available supply is dropping and dropping and dropping. There's always this inflection point where you change from a straight correlation between the two of these to an inverse correlation. All right. Right here. Straight correlation, inverse correlation. Straight correlation, inverse correlation, straight correlation, inverse correlation. It always happens every single time. It's not a matter of if, guys, it's a matter of when. Shiba Inu is one of the longest held assets in this space. People have the long-term mindset. People have the vision when it comes to Shiba Inu. This is the reason why I've said Shib is going to be one of the best performers in this market cycle from the top 20. All right. Truly from the bottom, Shib has the potential to do 100x. All right. This is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. And what that means based on these prices right now is still probably like over a 50x from here. All right. And again, it may seem like hopium during these times where there's frankly not much in terms of new capital or new users flowing into the market. It may seem like absolute lunacy, but it's at the same time, this is where people should be taking advantage. This is where people should be accumulating. And while the large entities buy up this supply and they remove it from exchanges, people are missing what's actually happening. We go through these ebbs and flows in the markets, right? Times of excitement, times of suck. Times of excitement, times of suck. And right now we're kind of in the time of suck. But then we very quickly flip into the time of excitement where you see those new users, the new capital. The times where this little supply available that's in exchanges, that's out available in the market, where it makes a big impact. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Burns will be a much bigger deal the higher the market cap goes. Like I've said before, my goal for Shib this market cycle is still $500 billion market cap. I think it's 100% possible because, again, if there's not much supply available on exchanges, you can move pretty high pretty fast. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.